Hey, what's going on to you, Aries? So you actually have the Hanged Man Strength card, and then you have the Two of Swords here for you. So look, um, you Aries may have people trying to get into any kind of beef with you, any kind of like argument with you. They want you to respond to them. Don't give them any kind of response. Um, they're energy vampires. They're trying to get your energy from you. They just want to. They're acting like Karens, you know. Um, and oh gosh, their name got to be close to mine, but whatever. Um, just don't pay them any kind of attention. We're in a Mercury retrograde, or we're heading into one. Okay, and I made a mistake when I said that we were in Mercury shadow of a retrograde last week. We're actually in that now, and I'll give you the time. The Mercury retrograde is going to end July 23rd. That is the time we're officially getting out of it. But Mercury likes to stay in shadow a week afterwards. So pretty much around July 30th, right? To be fully in Mercury direct. The point I'm trying to make here is remember, Mercury represents communication. Why am I saying all this for you, Aries? Well, even though y'all are not ruled by Mercury. Well, people's common sense will go out the window. There'll be more of a lack of common sense. There'll be more over emotionalism, more hyper sentimentalism. So any kind of a person being sentimental, needing to lead with their emotions first. You you Aries, they out here wilding. You Aries are gonna be you Aries are gonna be impacted by that, or could be impacted, of course, unless you make certain decisions based upon again the Hanged Man, the Strength card, the Two of Swords. uh, People trying to get into arguments with you. This could also be a situation where, again, misunderstandings. Um, right now, people are emotional. During Mercury retrogrades, people become very emotional. So this is a situation for you, Aries, where they can misinterpret what it is that you Aries are saying. I'm telling you. Not only that, but also this could be a time where like um people start to show you that they're not really on your side, then they don't, you need to get away from them because they obviously have a chip on their shoulder about you, because they start to show you that they're not really trustworthy. And how they end up doing that is they end up like getting into like arguments, like I said, but also not just like arguments, but like it just comes out of nowhere. You thought that these people were your friends at first. That the way that they presented themselves, you've known them to be a friend. You didn't have them known as anything other than that, right? And then they show you a whole new face. So the Hanged Man and the Strength card, not only that, but this could also be a time of like just self-reflection, and not giving people attention can also set them off. So just pay attention to these things. Pay attention to how the way that you interact with yourself is affecting the world, because this is about a time of contemplation and quiet. And yet and still you have some people who are very emotional, whom are unwilling to really see things from your perspective, really losing their self-respect behind what they're doing, and they're cool. Then you also have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles here for you are also a representation about how like the Page of Swords is like, again, them not having your best interest in mind. So the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords is not a really good card as far as people having your back. So this could be like a coup de grace where people start to show you that they don't have your best interest in mind, and that you Aries got to get away from them, because you thought of them as being like your friend or a person that you could have worked with in business. And then it's like they play you, they do you wrong somehow, they try to like undermine you, they try to take you down somehow. And you Aries find out about this, and you're like good help is hard to find because so many people are so jealous, like what I've been talking about. Again, like my mom, real talk, like my mom my mom tells me all the time. She says, Kareem, real talk, she says, you have great ideas. This video game is great. And she says the fact that so many people don't want to download the video game to even support $1 is insane. She said, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Because she said this to me. And I was like, yeah, it's totally crazy. I looked at her and I was like, yes, it's off the wall. Because even if you don't want to play the video game, just download it just to, you know what I mean? Just to even support, to say, okay, I'm not necessarily going to get readings from you as of right now, but here, take $1. Because again, it's only $1. It's not going to take, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can afford that, it's not going to take anything from you a lot at all. And specifically so, I don't like creating products for people or doing things for people and it's super expensive. And then like you feel, and if I'm being quite honest, and I hope YouTube doesn't hit me, you feel robbed. Like I don't like doing that, where it's like you feel a certain kind of way where you're like, yo, you spend it and then you feel dirty because you feel like, yo, I gotta, like after how this person is, I gotta go in the shower and like take a, like a washcloth and scrub down for a minute because I feel dirty hanging out with this individual, how shisty they are, how dirty they are and all of that. How they greed tried to get me to do this. You feel me? So this is what I'm talking about when I say that the jealousy thing that you're seeing for yourselves. You Aries are seeing like your success. A lot of people are in competition. A lot of people don't know how to like stop comparing themselves to other people. And that comparison is stopping them from thinking fully about what it is that they want to do. Because remember, when you think about things, depending on how vast your imagination and your mental capacity is, you may, depending on who you are and depending on how you trained yourself to be, your spiritual and mental capacity could be one thing and it's a lot. It could be 3 things and that's good. You could have 5 things, 10 things. But it's only when you start subtracting from those things that occupy your mental bandwidth, right? The things that you think about, it frees up more space for you to be able to say, okay, I'm freed up more space. Let me concentrate. I have more space spiritually and mentally to concentrate on said business, concentrate on said this. And people are jealous of the fact that you Aries had the mental bandwidth and the know-how to free up that mind space to be able to actually concentrate, to put yourself in a better position in your life. And they're jealous of that because now the Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands here for you Aries are about like, but it doesn't matter because just stay away from them. And the 6 of Wands is about, take your time creating new products, take your time, because we're in a Mercury retrograde, that is. So you may experience a little bit delays even if you try to like produce it, like bring it out. You may experience delays, or this may be an indication for you to take your time, right? But regardless of the who to what, those individuals who are like super jealous, 2 of Swords, Page of Swords, they're not going to be able to stop you. They're not going to be able to. And then you Aries also have the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, right? The 7 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles here for you are a representation about how you're in a position where the 7 of Cups is like, you're creating the options that you Aries want. So again, this speaks about success. 10 of Pentacles speaks about success, right? That regardless of what happens, nothing will stop you from getting to where you need to go, because nothing can at this point, right? Unless you make certain decisions that stop you, where you start hanging out with them more, you start you stop focusing on your own dreams, then obviously you will be stopped. You'll stop yourself. But other than that, you'll have like some people who are very jealous minded around this time, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, here they go. And it's unwarranted, it's uncalled for, you do not deserve it, but all of a sudden, you just have this thing. And so now you have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles here for you. This is about how you're in a position in your life where the Ten of Swords really does speak about how more opportunities, right? Using that betrayal or some people who will show you that they're not really for you like that to the best of your situation. You Aries will definitely be able to benefit from it because you Aries are going to use that. You Aries are going to use that to once again focus on your work. And then not only that too, but that's one less friend or one less business partner or like people that you could have had some sort of partnership with or whatever. Again, good help is hard to find around here. You know, you got a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like even in, like I know a lot of y'all not from New York. Even in New York, like a lot of people are stupid. And I was saying this as a kid since the 90s. And my peoples wasn't listening until they started to understand and see it by experiencing it. Like people don't use their minds, and it's like I've been saying it since the 90s. I came to Manhattan from Queens, right? New York City in 97. I was 6 years old. I was in the first grade. 97. I was born in 91. I've been saying that people are stupid since 99. Like, you can ask my family. I've been saying this since I was 8 years old. Since 99, I've been knew that people are stupid because it's not hard to figure it out. It's not hard. You got a lot of people who are lackadaisical in the mind. You got a lot of people who are more interested in trying to betray you, Aries, and think that they're doing something. They act like they're creating some form of impact on the world. And even if they were to get you, Aries, to stop, which they're not going to be able to, just because they're trying to get you, Aries, to stop, how does that empower them? So it's not going to make them famous for trying to bring you down. So what would be the point of that? And this is what I mean when I say that the lack of priorities. Like they obviously are not thinking this thing all the way through because they're so blinded by their jealousy. And it looks wild because how can grown adults think this way where it's so short-sighted, like vastly short-sighted? Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Right? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is great as well, because the Queen of Pentacles represents great wealth, health, being emotionally secure, right? You don't have to deal with these weirdos, the ones that represent this Two of Swords / Page of Swords. You don't have to deal with them because you're not hanging out with them. So to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man, and then you also have the Magician. And so that's also a situation too, because the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords speaks about how you Aries, again, you will do really well off. You have the other Ten of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, you will not understand how these experiences in you Aries' life will benefit you in the future. It may not feel very convenient and comfortable now, but you will see how great it is now. And so what goes on is the Page of the Hanged Man, and the Magician for you Aries are about how you just have to wait and see. But the magician will be, you will now have information on who's who. You will now have better experience, and you'll now have a better path laid out for you. Because, like it is that I said in the Aries reading, the last Aries reading, I was a few days ago, I was talking about how, like, when you have a certain degree of cash in your account and you're not doing anything with it, a lot of you actually, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some of you came out to say, yeah, I see what it is that you're talking about because it happened to me too. Yeah, because that's the system trying to let you know, like, hey, we're trying to get some form of money from you. So like you'll get all kind of like letters and stuff like this, like false, nonsensical letters from people. Oh, this, that. And it's like you didn't even order anything or want anything from these people. You are the creditor, and yet they're trying to like have you do business with them, even to the point of trying to lie to have you do business with them. Oh, you owe us, and it's like, forget you. Owe you what, Goofy? What do I owe you, goofball? Like, what? You need to kick rocks somewhere, right? So just saying that. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you'll be notified whenever it is that I drop my videos. Come through for a personal reading. The link to that is in the comment section below, called a Linktree link. If you want to get a personal reading from me, please make sure to leave your phone number. That way I can reach out to you quicker and give you your reading. Oh, and my video game. I'm also updating the video game, the one that I already have out. For all the people who play, you'll be able to actually upgrade your powers in my video game, right? That I actually fixed the the gold coins that sits at the top right of the corner. I am going to actually get that done in the next couple of days, right? When I say get it done, I mean fix it. I'm gonna actually get that fixed. So all you need to do is watch the ads. It'll be free to you, and you'll get a certain amount of gold coins in the video game, and you can actually upgrade your powers and skills and your abilities and stuff like that. So I'm turning this small video game, right? And if you want to buy it, it's on the Apple Play Store for 99 cents, $1. Turning this small video game into a franchise. Chapter 2 is still coming out. Bear with me.